Buongiorno everyone, and with it being January, obviously we've got our interview with Keith Downey, that's on the channel if you haven't seen it, check it out. A little 5-6 minute thing, we should be on Sky Sports at some point over this transfer window. And we're here to discuss the rumours that have been circulating so far in the first week of January of who Newcastle are going to sign in the winter window. We'll start off with where we need it most, strikers.
Why did you say that?
The link name today is Glenn Murray. 34-year-old Glenn Murray on loan because he can't get a game at Brighton. Yeah, he's good enough to come to Newcastle or better than £40 million saying Julian. And the worst thing about all that is that he actually is. It's horrible.
It's horrible.
But it's fucking
it actually makes sense. I'm quite surprised he's not getting a game at Brighton though. I know, because we spoke about this before. Like his last couple of seasons, he's got a really good goal record.
Yes.
Like he's actually a very good goal scorer. Like people take the piss out of him because he's just like a traditional 34-year-old.
He looks like he plays for the Rovers return. He looks like he's probably
there's not much difference between him and fucking Wilbraham that scored on Saturday. That's exactly the kind of player that you're dealing with. Like a fucking middle-aged, white English striker,
loves the paint.
Literally could play Sunday league. But when he actually gets on the pitch in the Premier League, he scores goals. He's a very good goal scorer, and that's exactly what we need. Mm-hmm. Like Andy Carroll could be that guy, but he's not quite fit enough, and maybe his game's adapted to how it was 10 years ago when he was last at the platoon. But Glenn Murray's been doing it for years, in all kinds of divisions. Championship has been great, but in the Premier League, it's been fantastic.
There was calls for him getting the England team a couple of years ago, but obviously he was never going to because of his age and playing for Brighton.
Yeah.
But you know what? He scored more goals than Salomon Rondon last year, and Rondon's a pure hero. And he's exactly the same type of player: a bully, a handful, and a goal threat, and a great header of the ball. You know what I mean?
Great header of the ball.
Honestly, right? Even like you say, Carroll with Joe Linton and St Maximin either side of Murray with Almiona behind, I wouldn't be against seeing that. I really wouldn't. And it's our fault because he's 34 and he looks like a Sunday League player.
It feels like
he's going to score fucking goals.
It feels like it's one of them rumours where you just laugh off and be like, fuck off. But to be fair, we need a goal scorer. That's what we're desperate for.
Obviously, I'd rather we're saying the other players we're linked with, Giroud, Batshuayi.
You know what?
But
we need to be realistic.
We're not going to be able to afford Giroud's wages.
What's in the budget?
We'll go on that now then. So Giroud, love to see him.
Absolutely.
Very underrated throughout his career. I thought he was great at Arsenal. He only scores worldly goals. Scorpion kicks a lot. Chelsea comes in, scores goals in Champions League.
He's very underrated.
Can I get a game? They're going to let him go once they get a replacement. Same with Batshuayi, but Giroud, he's on $100,000 a week, and his agent would demand a fee. I just can't see that happening at all. As much as I love
he
it,
must be touching 30.
I think he's 30. Yeah.
So like I say, he's not young. Maybe he's at the point of his career. It hasn't really gone really well. He's never really been a firm starter for Arsenal. Or
Fitters out. Never played 90 minutes for years.
Maybe he might take a wage deduction, but also he probably could do better. He could go abroad.
I think he could do better.
He could go abroad. Italy, France, he could do absolutely unbelievable for a top team over there.
If Zlatan Ibrahimovic is 37 or whatever, I just want to hear him say, man, surely Giroud can get a game as someone
Giroud is massively underrated. I don't get it. When Chelsea got their transfer ban, and the only striker that they really had was him, Batshuayi and Abraham. Abraham being a championship striker last season, I thought Giroud would be the clear favourite. He's a very, very good striker. Let's say Abraham's young, championship striker. Obviously he's done great. He's proven everybody wrong. But at the start of the season, I was thinking, why the fuck did I play Giroud? Batshuayi, Batshuayi's a bit hit and miss. I don't think
Batshuayi's never really reached that level, has he? I mean, I think that's a potential one, and one I'd love to see. Because most definitely is a great player, and then you've seen it for Belgium and in the past. But in England, he's never really cut the mustard. And even at Palace last year, I thought, wow, it's a great signing for Palace.
Yeah,
but in there he didn't really do much. But I think he's still a very good player. I would definitely love to see him.
I think maybe he's Newcastle or Crystal Palace is his level. I think he was always up there when he first broke through. Where did he come from? Was he from the Belgian league?
Anderlecht, wasn't it?
Actually, I remember seeing him in was it the World Cup? I think it was 2014 World Cup. He played against the USA.
The Euros, he was brilliant.
I remember that. That's when I first seen him, and I thought he's an unbelievable player. He's going to be a future world beater, but obviously maybe he hasn't lived up to that expectation. So maybe he's Newcastle or Palace.
I think you're right in terms of that. I think top 4, maybe a bit of a push. Certain players fit certain clubs, just like managers do. I think he would really suit like in Newcastle or a West Ham or an Everton. I think he would be like the main man there, and he could
He still
definitely do
wouldn't
well.
score like 20 goals a season, but if you get like 10, 12 to 15 max out of him, fucking fantastic.
A lot
That's
more
what
than
we
what
need.
we're getting at
Exactly.
the
If you can get 10 goals, fantastic. If we're going to win in January and you finish the season with 6 to 8 goals, yeah, I remember that. Like, to be honest, like anyone who can do that, like it doesn't matter if it's Batshuayi, Giroud, Murray. If someone can come in and touch near 10 goals in the final few months, amazing. That's what we need. We just need, because we've always been close in, but there's been so many games that we've been drawing or losing by a goal where we just think like we've probably been the better team. Like it's just the final third where we're lack.
Aye.
So if someone can come in who actually knows how to put the ball in the back of the net, our points would be rising. I mean, you've seen how close the league is. The league's so close. If we could turn like no points into 1 point or 1 point into 3 points, we'd be fucking flying.
I think that the early start of the season where we're drawing with Brighton, drawing with Watford, only centre backs were scoring. Those we had a strike on the pitch there. Even Rochdale last weekend.
Exactly.
We would have been winning. We had a goal scorer. 3 or 4 half-time game over.
Yeah.
None of this replay, nonsense that we're seeing now.
We'd be flying up the league if we had a player that could score at least 10 goals a season, but right now we haven't. Fucking Shelby or Kieran Clark is the nearest thing we can get to 10 goals.
I've been sure year after year. Another striker we're linked with is that Samata.
Yeah.
We've been scouting him heavily. He's meant to be available for about 25 million. He's got a great record in the Belgian league for Denk, but
big powerhouse.
Again, it's one of them ones where it's just, you've got to take the gamble because you don't know if it's going to pay off or not with him in the foreign leagues.
It could be like a
his goal scoring record is great. He does look like a fantastic, like what we need, someone to put the ball in the back of the net. But you mentioned Batshuayi, even Lukaku with Man United, like it's hard. Benteke.
Yeah, he's reminiscent to me of like a Lukaku or a Benteke.
Benteke,
big, strong, like Belgian striker.
Benteke, unbelievable abroad. Kind of unfair when he first came here, and then he kind of did now for Palace. He looks half up. He looks like
I think he plays for him at times, mate.
I
think I seen him like last week. I was thinking
he does.
I think I seen him like last week. I was thinking, fucking hell's that Benteke? Yeah, I actually forgot he's still there.
I think there's something that looks like a player. I'd definitely take him. You know what it is like? We've said about Glenn Murray. I would literally take pretty much anyone at the minute now because of how bad we are in the final third and how Julian isn't a goal scorer. We need someone there. If we're not going to get into a relegation dogfight again, we need someone who can put the ball in the back of the net, and we haven't got it at the minute.
I remember in the summer when we didn't have anyone, when we lost Rondon and Perez, and before we signed Julian and Saint-Maximin, like we were being linked with like loads of players, like some like failure players. I remember it was like James Wilson that played for Man United a couple of years ago.
He was on Derby as well.
I think he was on loan at Preston or maybe it's Derby as well, I don't know. I think he's just had like loads of like Championship, League One loans and stuff since his Man United game. But like we were linked with him and everyone's like, no, I wouldn't have him. I was like, mate, you cannot be choosing.
We've got
we haven't got a fucking striker.
It's him or nobody.
It's like beggars cannot be choosers at this stage, and I kind of feel like even though we've signed Julian on, we're kind of at that stage again.
But no bad.
I know, like we haven't
in terms
got
of a number 9, in terms of goal scorer, I think he can do well out wide, but in terms of
we've spoken before, like we're in January now, and between Julian, Saint-Maximin and Almiron, we've got 3 Premier League goals between them. That's not good enough. Like how much are they worth? 40 million Julian, 20 odd million, about 20 million for Saint-Maximin and Almiron. You're looking at about 80 million or something there.
8 plus,
Carroll was on free. Like that's 80 million's worth of about 4 players, and we've got 3 goals between them.
We've got Gale, who we obviously need to get out of the door, who's not good enough for this level. Those players need to go as well, because obviously the 25-man squad limit is pushed.
Probably Keeson Young.
Yeah, Colback's injured, can't get rid of him. Saibe, he's got to go. So, there's talk of a couple of loans in, like Keith Downey mentioned.
That's what I think we're going to get.
And up top as well, Keith Downey mentioned that Newcastle should sign Rangers striker Alfredo Morelos. I always refer to Kevin Morelos now. He always pops in my head, but Morelos, not Moreles, for Rangers. Hot-headed personality. He's got that. He's got that Mitrovic, attitude, and he's been cloned with that now. That's hanging over his head. But Keith says he's calmed down a bit, although he didn't get sent off again the Derby.
I was going to say we released that video on New Year's Day. We filmed it about 2-3 weeks before that, and in that time we get 2 red cards. So he was like, he's trying to. He's sorted his temperament out. He's not that kind of player anymore. Like, guys,
Everyone's been like, you got sent off last week, man. Keith's like, there's videos from the 14th
It's been no videos, probably so, but I think like the
saving
week
it
after
for the
that,
festive fixtures.
I think the week after that he got sent off for like a second yellow card just for taking his shirt off or jumping in the crowd or something. Then obviously the derby, you don't see a red card in derby, a goal in the derby. Pretty much every derby you never else going to score and get sent off.
I don't mind that.
You can put money on that shit.
I don't mind that. But Morelos,
he's a good player.
It's the same though. Don't rate Scottish League at all.
Exactly, different, very different.
You know, boom song, 8 million, maybe the best fan in the world.
I think with 20 million, it is a bit of a risk signing a player like that. Like you said, 20 million, it is quite a lot for a player in the Scottish League, and with his temperament, how much are we actually going to save him? Is he going to get a red card a month? Like, is it worth having him in for one game, score one goal, then he's just getting suspended for 3?
Because you look at like Samaras. The Celtic was the absolute hero. He scored 5 every game, but then he came to the Premier League, absolute flop, couldn't score shit. But Morelos, I've got a good feeling about him, to be honest with you. I think he would be a decent bullish player, but he's probably still not that absolute goal scorer.
And that like 20 million is not a great lot in this day and age, but for us it is. Like, can we really afford to put 20 million on someone who's unproven in the English league, good in the Scottish league, but let's face it, it's a big tech standard. And he's got
I think someone will take the punt on him and. Time will
I hope someone will. Like if that's us, then
maybe like Southampton or something. You know, I could see him there, I could see him scoring goals. Even though the Danny Ings, who fucking I'd love to have that.
And I won't say this in the summer now, but everyone's like, no, because he's injury prone, he'll never get again.
I said in the summer, I said Danny Ings.
I think we've been saying for 2-3 years. I've like Danny Ings at the tune. Like before he went,
he's literally single-handedly took Southampton out of the relegation zone up to above us now.
Yeah, a fantastic player, Danny Ings. Where was he before Liverpool? Was it Burnley or something?
Burnley, I was his name.
Fucking fantastic, man. He's a really, really good player.
He's exactly the type of player we need, a natural goal scorer. Put him in front of goal, give him a ball, he doesn't have to think twice, he finds the back of the net every time.
Yeah, like people probably laugh, but Glenn Murray's similar. He's like maybe he's a lesser version of Danny Ings, but he's still just a typical English player that knows the league and knows where the net is. That's the kind of player that we need. Like people like Morelos or Samata, like there could be a risk. Like we've taken a risk on Jolinton, so far hasn't paid off.
Yeah, exactly. We went for the youth, we went for the foreign import, you know, the fancy good looking bloke.
Yeah.
Fuck that, get Chewy Glenn Murray in. Get the receding hairline in.
It took quite a while for Almiron to really settle. When he first started, he was unbelievable. He's finally got some form now, got a couple of goals, a couple of assists, but still like he's still kind of learning. Same with Sir Maximin. Like obviously he was probably my best player, but he still needs to kind of adapt to the English game a little bit. Like his game's still not rounded off. He's not a complete player yet. So like these foreign players don't know the English game, whereas people like Danny Ings and Glenn Murray, they do. Like you don't need to round them off. Like they've been here for years. They're in their 30s. Like they fucking nab the game. Same with Andy Carroll.
Exactly. I think it's perfect for the loan option that's being muted. Like because Chuck Murray in for the last 6 months of the season, he will get 5 to 10 goals easy. Could be, you know, massively important to keep him in the division.
Yeah, great penalty taker, great header.
Aye. The other player you guys have been linked with, I was crying out for this signing in the summer as well, because I knew how good he was. He's proven it in the Championship, albeit the Championship with 20 odd goals from the wing. Jared Bowen from Hull City.
Yes.
Unbelievable player. You look and we're saying Jacob Murphy was very good in the Championship, but he's nowhere near Bowen's level. He never had the goal scoring record that Bowen had. Hull were a struggling side last year, still struggled this year. Bowen single-handedly again has done wonders for them. He's a threat, we've seen it. I remember I watched the Borough game when that was on Sky when Hull played Middlesbrough on Sunday and he scored a Rhaegar, got 2-0 down, he got it back at 2-2. He's a massive player for them, so his contract runs out in the summer. Will Hull be looking to cash in? Will Hull be looking to keep him there and try and pursue him to stay or try and make the playoffs, whatever it may be? But I think if you tempt them with a 15 to 20 million offer, they'll be likely to maybe take it. He is also linked with the likes of Spurs and Villa, so some other teams we are going to be competing against the signature, but I would absolutely love to see him here. And if you haven't watched the FIFA career mode, Jared Bowen is the future. He's class on there, he's class in real life. I want to see him here.
Yeah, it'd be great to get him here, but I think there's a few teams circling, and if we don't pounce, then we'll end up losing him to like a Palace or a Watford. But I think that team's like Tottenham, like after him. He's got a lot of potential. So if we don't try and move quickly, we'll end up losing him, which will be typical of the two.
It will be. I think we'll be playing hard to get we'll be looking at the contract running out in the summer.
Yeah.
We'll, Ashley and Charlie will be pushing the buttons to try and get as cheap as possible.
What would be
And
great?
then someone will swoosh in and just be like, how much you want? 20 million. Oh, there you go. All right, next day, medical signed. And then we'll be like, fuck, he'll score against me, he'll score 10 goals the rest of the season. We'll be like, I'm trying to sign him.
You remember him that we were going to try and sign him, didn't we? That's him there.
Yeah, like, he looked a bit better than that too, isn't he?
It's kind of like reminiscent of when I remember when Wilfred Zaha first came through at Crystal Palace and they were like near like the top of the championship, and that's when Man United like secured him in the January, but he stayed there until the end of the season. He got promoted. I think they won the league or they won the playoffs, something like that year. Like that's what Bowen could be. Like if even if it's not the tune, like someone should fucking sign him because he's going to be free in the summer. Like it's better than like
I think
if they can sign him now, but will they want to keep him though? That's the thing. Like.
Well, I think
if someone could sign him now, like if say like a Tottenham, if they could sign him for 20 million now and loan him back for the rest of the season, that'd be good business for them. I don't think
that's true.
I don't think
that's true.
That
That would be
if we were going to sign him, we need him now.
Oh, we would definitely need him now, but that's true in terms of Hull maybe looking at that perfect scenario. That would be perfect for them.
Because
you see big teams do it all the time.
Yeah, at least they get money for him. They're not going to lose him for free.
See, even like Liverpool with Keita comes to mind.
Yeah.
Saying Keita, give him back now, he's a regular. So I mean, big teams do that. So you could see that, and Hull would actually love that. Get a bit of money for him, still get the end of the season, and on your way. But hopefully it comes to Newcastle. But I think it's going to be one of them ones where we'll play hard ball and look at someone else.
Yeah, I can say that's like it's typical of the two. Like lose that. We'll end up waiting until the end of the window. We've got like what's now time the 6th. We've got a couple of weeks left. About 3 weeks left, I think.
How'd you get me on safari on this? Like,
Yeah, where it says Safari.
let's have a look at this. You want a nice search history?
You better get me off on there.
Let's have a quick look at the rumours to see who else Newcastle have been linked with in this window. Those are the main ones that come to mind. But just in case we've missed anyone off, we want to cover them while we're here. Dwight McNeil at Burnley is another one. You like him? We were talking to Burnley fans on the way to Turf Moor, weren't we, about him?
Actually, yeah, like I mentioned that. We're talking to a couple of fans in the pub, and like I said, like, oh, it's Dwight McNeil playing. I'm a fan of him, and he's great. And like they were like, yeah, but there's Young's better. They've got like a 16-year-old striker that was like unreal and stuff like that.
I've seen Dwight McNeil. He does look like he's a player.
He's fantastic, and like more of a winger. Do we really need a winger? We don't really play a formation.
We need one in terms of
wingers. Like so much Almira player.
I think Almira's been playing a lot more centrally, and he's been working. He's been chipping with goals. So I think
it'd be a great signing if we can get him for a decent.
Especially in terms of squad depth, though, because we've got Atsu and nobody else. Obviously, maybe Richie, but I think Bowen or McNeil would be great out wide. You've got Adam Lallana there, who was heavily linked a few days ago.
Yeah.
Liverpool have got a lot of games, though. Can you see?
Yeah,
starting FA Cup the other day.
He's like a rotation player, but he's a very good rotation player. He scored a goal. Was it? I think it was Man United, wasn't it? Last minute equaliser.
Yeah.
He came in. He's quite injury prone now. Like he would be a bit of a risk, but he's a great player, and if he's fit, he's the class man for Liverpool.
I take him, yeah, but again, I think Liverpool will want to keep him.
Yeah,
and if he didn't go, I think he could probably do better than us, to be honest with you. Danny Drinkwater from Chelsea can obviously get a game there. He's at Burnley though, isn't he? On loan at Burnley? Unless his deal or loan deal moved, unless his loan deal finished in January, I'm not sure. Can't really see that happening. We've got centre mids down, we've got Matty and Sean Longstaff, we've got Isaac and Shelby. So you got Kalinic from Atletico Madrid, loan deal mooted. Could be a loan we're looking at. I think it came out the day though that he's turned it down, or he's turned it down the chance to.
Brucey said he's like already like tried to get like 3 or 4 in, but been knocked back already.
He's spinning their plates, isn't he, Brucey? Spinning the plates, spinning the Spanish plates.
Dropping the man on the floor.
Dropping all them.
James telling me, I think that'll be a good sign.
I wanted him back.
Take him back.
Wanted him back.
He's another one. Like we're kind of good at this, like Kevin and Barber now. We've got great young players that don't play and move off and.
I don't think I think it's a matter of time before Tavina comes back to the Premier League. I really do. But right backs, I mean, Mancu's doing the job. We need to sort his contract out. West Ham are interested. His contract runs out in the summer. You've got Yedlin and Kraft there. I don't think we'll be in the market for a right back, to be honest. And apart from that, we've pretty much covered it, haven't we?
Right, well, we're linked with him. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I've seen him. We're linked with him today. Midfielder. Great player. Great free kick taker. He's one of the world's best.
He's one of them. Because fucking, unless it's Shelby, Sean kind of beat the first man. Winesby, right up that does.
Great, one of the world's best set piece takers. He's fucking unreal.
Kind of And then if you look at the players that are going out, Dwight Gale, like with Preston, like with Leeds, like with Forest, like with every club in the Championship. Sean still like with Man United, but Ollie's saying that we're asking for too much.
Probably that, to be fair.
Dwight Gale and Key, them are the two I definitely see going out.
Yeah, Key going back to Celtic, like hopefully a permanent deal. I think they might be trying to get a loan in, aren't they?
Nah, it's got to be permanent. His age. His contract runs out the summer, I think, so they're probably having to be £2.
There you go, mate.
Imagine that's the Sky Sports News. Key Sung-Young, Newcastle Celtic. £2.
£2 in the bank.
It will be with £500,000 or £1 million. It won't be much. But yeah, that'll do. There's a lot of players to talk through. Let me know in the comments below who you would like us to sign.
Who will we sign?
Who will we sign? Obviously, who would you like to sign? Messi. Obviously. Who will we sign? Who could we sign?
Who's in the budget?
I think we've listed realistic ones in the terms of Morelos, Samata, Bowen. I think out of reach is probably Giroud and.
You gotta remember it was this time last year that we got Almiron kind of out of the blue.
Out of the blue. Dead day, wasn't it? Day before? 2 years?
It was a few years before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But we'd been linked with them. Like we'd been linked with them for quite a while, but we didn't actually really.
I think we actually did a video and everyone was like, "We're not going to sign him, man. They want 21 million."
Yeah,
and we did. So
finally broke our transfer record.
You never know.
10 years.
We get beat off Wolves. We get beat off Chelsea, and then it's come towards the end of the window, and Brucey's like, "Ashley, we're floating."
This is where Mike Ashley puts money in though. Like when we're in trouble. Like if we're flying high, we'll not sign anyone. Like a couple of weeks ago, when we're like sitting in ninth, looking comfortable, we wouldn't have signed a fucking soul. Glenn Murray on loan would be the best we would do.
Ashley would say straight away, what do you need money for? I see it finish 17th from your 9th.
But if we, like I say, if we lose to Wolves and Chelsea and we're sucked back into the relegation battle, Ashley might ship himself and think, oh, well, obviously, now he wants the Premier League money. He's quite happy finishing 16th, 17th, but if relegation's starting to look like a real possibility, you'll be like, oh,
it is
20, 30
It is still a real possibility, but if we sign a goal scorer, we will be safe.
Yeah.
If we sign someone
who could finish 9th or 10th?
We sign a goal scorer, we will be safe, no doubt about it. But at the minute, it's up in the air because the goals can't keep coming from defenders. We can't keep suffering these injuries. The teams below are winning, changing managers. It's going to be tight. We need to do business in January.
Yeah, definitely do. Squad's simply not good enough. We've seen over the last few weeks. Kind of beat League One opposition. With a strong team.
Yeah, with a very strong team.
If we played like the likes of like Sorensen, Allen, a couple of the youngins, we could like, alright, it's the youngins, they're inexperienced, blah blah blah. But we played a fucking strong team. Strongest team we could, and now we had injuries and lack of fitness. But we had Almiron, Joe Linton, £50 million rated, Sean Longstaff. Should have done better.
It's definitely
just not good enough.
£50 million rated, that's nuts, isn't it? He didn't do fucking Matthew was better again.
He was, yeah. If he's out of contract at the end of the summer, we need to get that.
Need to sort that out. I think Fernandez, Manquillo, Matty, maybe a couple more out of contract in the summer. And now, in January, they can talk to the clubs.
We need to get Matty signed up.
Clubs can approach.
The others are hit and miss. I'd definitely get Fernandez signed. A couple of others, but Matty Longstaff cannot let him go.
Also, actually, not on that screen there, but that Matheson, the 17-year-old lad who assisted the goal, changed the game for Rochdale.
He's a future. Like,
got the goal in Old Trafford, the Carabao Cup against Man United.
If we sign him now, I don't know how much game time he would get in the Premier League.
Give him back
over the next couple of years. But
you mentioned with Bowen,
when he's 18, 19, 20, 21, like, he's a talent. Like he was unbelievable.
I'd sign Matheson for a few million to Rochdale, whatever. Yeah. There you go, now to us, shouldn't bring now to the Premier League club. 3-4 to Rochdale.
3-4 million, probably their record.
On round Matheson's sure, look lad. 2-3 years time you'll be starting for me. Go out on loan, do well, impress. Go back to Rochdale League One next year. Go to Birmingham or anyone in the Championship, Forest, whatever. Go to someone in the Championship. Do well there. 2 years time you'll be playing Premier League football with me, so as well. That's what you should be doing. And he actually did mention as well. He got asked about him, and he says. He did change the game, he did get a good assist. I'm going to have to have a look at him.
Definitely.
So that was Bruce's word, so you should be having a look at him.
I think it's quite embarrassing that we didn't play any more of the youngins the other day. Like I mentioned, like how are you gonna like produce like the next like Alan Shearer if you're not giving the kids a chance? Like Sean and Matty got their chance kind of like because there was no one else really. I think because of injuries and stuff, but like they've taken that chance. And if you look around like Arsenal's team now, Chelsea's team, they've got loads of youngins that. Like had a chance, like Joe Willock, Saka,
even Liverpool man.
Yeah, exactly. Like the kids yesterday, unbelievable man. Like so, unless you're gonna give people a chance, like how do you know? Like Sorensen could be the next fucking Andy Carroll, Alan Shearer, next player, but unless he's given a chance, how do you know?
Because he hasn't done well out on loan, but not everyone does well out on loan. Harry Kane was shit on loan.
Exactly. He's had two poor loan spells, and it looks like maybe he's like the hype is all around like the under 23s. Maybe that's his level. But like I say, there's people that's looked shit in the past. Harry Kane, he's on loan to fucking loads of teams. There's been loads of people like that. Like loads of people have like gone on loan.
I think, especially not even bringing off the bench was the killer blow. When we knew how bad Julian was playing, we should have brought Sorensen or Allen on. And even like we just seen Francelet's tweet there where he's buzzing about being included in the squad, didn't get picked for the team sheet, blah blah. But players like Francelet, Sorensen get a chance, they're going to graft there.
Exactly.
They're going to give 100%.
They're going to want
the complete opposite of what Julian was doing.
Exactly.
Julian couldn't be asked from the second. Julian's
comfortable. He's like, oh, they've spent 40 million on me. I'm wearing the number 9 shirt. I'm a starting 11 player, so like I'm kind of like untouchable. Whereas like, so I can just do what I want and then I'll be playing next week. And he will be. He'll be starting at Wolves and I will.
Aye.
But like I say, the kids, they're hungry and they want to do well. Like you can see when Sean and Matty first came into the team. Like obviously Matty's debut, got a fucking man match, winning goal against Man United. Sean Longstaff within 5 months linked to a £50 million moves. Like kids are the future. Unless you're gonna play like a Sorensen who will give 110%, be dying to score a goal, show what he can do, get in the first team, play Premier League football. That's what we need to do. Playing these people that are just fucking comfortable earning money just to do.
Definitely is, because the main thing about Julian's criticism the other day, and we might bring another video about this, was that there's no run to beat his man, there's no run to the front post, there's no desire to win that header. Sorensen, if fucking Axel's running down the wing, he's like, bam, I'm going to make sure I'm in front of my man, I'm going to make sure I'm on the end of this cross. Julian's like, well, it might land on my head, and if it does, I'll put it out. Like, Sorensen will be fucking waiting his arse off, and these players will be, you know what I mean, like, even Fernandes who made the slip for their equaliser, Francelet would be...
Tom Allen is Geordie?
I don't know, actually.
I think Geordies are the future. Like, I look at Sean and Matty, like someone who's actually like born and raised in their city that fucking love that club.
You only look at Matty against Man U, didn't it? That showed how much it meant.
I think any kid would be, and I like Francelet's French, Sorensen's Danish. But like, if like
Sorensen's Danish, but you wouldn't. Or something. It's the stronger Geordie accent than us.
Got the fucking Raji French now.
I know. Get me someone else.
But like a couple of the kids, I don't know where they're from. I don't know if our local boys, Tom Allen for example, if he's from Wallsend or Gateshead or something, he'll fucking love to put him in there.
He would still give it, because they know that is their moment to shine. 8 mile. Yeah. Right, that'll do. We went on. So, as I said, comments below. Realistically, who we're going to sign? Realistically, who do you want to sign? Subscribe to my channel TV and enjoy yourself.